Hello, everybody. I wanted to go over a newsletter that was given by one of our title reps, Robert Gomez, and it was pretty informative. We had a long conversation. Actually, I'm putting it on the as an attachment. It's a three-parter that me and David went over, but bottom line is one of them was about home inspections, what you should look out for. The other one is credit, and the other one was how to price a listing. But I wanted to go over credit and things to look for or avoid when you're in the middle of a transaction, or you're trying to qualify somebody, or during a refinance. So bottom line is the rule of thumb is to keep your available debt that you have on your credit. So for instance, if you have $1,000 maximum, and keep it under 50%. I've heard even 30 to 40% of what your available is. So for instance, keep your balance $300 to $500, because when you start creeping up to, let's say, again, that $1,000 available, and you have $999 that's on your balance, it's going to really lower your credit score. And if you even have, even if your balance goes over what your available is, it's going to really mess it up. Your score is going to really go drop, whatnot. So avoid that. Avoid your clients purchasing or doing any major purchases while you're in the middle of a refinance or a purchase. I've had clients in the past have get a new car and whatnot, and their credit score drops and their debt to income, it goes out of whack, and they're not able to refinance or purchase. How to improve their credit scores? Obviously, the easiest one to say is pay down their balances, lower their outstanding balances as opposed to what their maximum credit is. Rules of thumb to kind of help raise people's credit. The easy one is to have people, not easy, but getting added as a authorized signer could help raise people's credit score. Getting credit cards that are maybe a secured credit card. Let's say they're really bad credit. I've had that in the past. So how do you get secured credit cards where you're putting up $1,000 or whatever it is, 250, whatever the minimum or whatever the maximum is. As time goes on, it starts raising your credit scores, or you getting credit cards that will take a chance on people with bad credit. The amounts that you're going to be approved for are going to be very low, but I believe first funding, I believe, is a credit card or Orchard credit cards. So some of those would be, for people that need to reestablish or establish credit, they'll take a chance on you. Let's see here, but I wanted to go over our credit running a credit here, how it's going to look. Not how to run credit, but kind of wanted to show you what the credit report looks like. And also, too, we do have a feature on our Funding Suite account. Sorry, it's a little blurry here. I blacked out Social Security. It's actually mine. It only showed one score because I have my accounts frozen. So if you see below in the credit proofreading rescoring at the bottom, this could be useful for your clients. There should be 3 scores here for those 3 bureaus. But it would tell you to the right, this one just says NA, NA, NA. But if you could raise the credit, it'll show you how you can do that. By you click this, it's like $3. It's a credit analyzer. So I do that for my clients that have lower credit scores that we're trying to raise the credit so we can get a better rate. But right here, it's again $3 or $5. It'll show right here if there is anything available. Now, I have a high credit score, so there's nothing that I can do to raise it. But let's say this was a 691 or 591. Something's going to show up right here. So just click those in the analyzing and give it to your client and look like a hero. But I wanted to show you what the credit report looks like. I like Funding Suite. It's expensive. They're all expensive right now. I believe it's like $41 for one credit, and then for like a husband and wife or whatever, it's like $81 to have 2 people on the credit. So it's pretty expensive. The 3 scores will show up very easy, and I like it because it's easy to read. The scores will show up right here. Scrolling down here, trade line summary. So when you're looking at this, will just give you a summary of all the trade lines. So I want to scroll down here. For instance, like on this let's say the JPMC card, there's a $682 balance, 10,800 credit maximum. Which obviously my balance is well below that. one of the reasons my score is higher. The longer on your auto loans that you pay down, the the higher your score, because every month that's going by. On here, like for instance, on this auto loan, this one was open 2022, so a year has gone by. There's no lates, no negatives. Capital One, everything's pretty much zeroed out, right? This is not to do my own harm, but this is what a good credit score or credit report should look like. But if there's a lot of negatives on here, there'd be a lot of yellow on here because it would show you what um, any mortgage lates or any lates on the credit would be right here. Let's see here. So if there was any public records like any liens or whatnot, that would show up right here. On this, obviously did not. Any recent inquiries, when you look at the credit report for clients, it's kind of a rule of thumb. If they're shopping you, you'll see who they've been shopping with. So if they, the Hawaii So Lucky, well, I always look at the credit inquiries and see if they're actually shopping around. Personal information, this will show up, usually date of birth, social securities. I just whited it out. Any addresses right here would show up, and employers as well. All the creditors, all their phone numbers are on there right there. Just a little FYI, every time we run a credit for a client, they will get something in the mail that we ran the credit. So if you have any questions on running credit, how to read a credit report, what to look for, how to raise your client's credit scores, let me know. Talk to you later.